Hello, my name is Castroviejo Suture Forcep, and today's model is a 4-inch, 0.5 millimeter with a 1-2 teeth formation, right? So what I mean by that is if you look very closely, you can see on the tip of this forcep you have 2 teeth on one end, and then you have one small tooth on the other end that gives you that 2-1 teeth on the tip there. So as you can see very clearly, this is a definitional delicate forcep. Before we get too much further, I want to thank the sponsor for this video series, Medline, for providing us with these Koenig and First instruments that are used in these videos. Now, with any of your delicate forceps, the identification kind of comes down to close inspection. So if you're getting to this level, this is one of those areas that we recommend you inspect with some sort of magnification. That can be anything from a headset that has like a jeweler's loop in there, all the way up to a computer program that has a camera that allows you to zoom in, including any kind of USB microscope option that you can have accessible at your assembly table. But either way, to identify the models that you're looking at, obviously you're going to want to be looking at the product number if you've got one of those on your instrument. But if you don't, or if it's hard to see, you're going to be identifying the majority of your forceps at the distal tip forward, right? So if I was to cut off this forcep and you're only looking at the proximal end, that could be a number of different types of forceps. But obviously if you look on the distal tip, that's where all the magic is happening, and that's what's going to tell you what kind of forcep it is that you're looking at. Now, as I mentioned in the intro, this particular model is 4 inches long, so that's going to tip you off that you're looking at something that's 4 inches on your count sheet. And then you have that 1-2 teeth formation. And so as you pick up this forcep under magnification, you should be able to see that 1-tooth pattern. In inspecting and assembling any of your delicate forceps, the primary challenge or damage point is likely to be on those teeth. It will be either one or multiple of the teeth are missing, or they are misaligned. Somehow the top or the bottom of that forcep was bent during use, during transport, cleaning, etc. So you're always going to want to open and close any of these forceps that you're inspecting, and be listening for any click. If you hear a click, that's a problem, and that's potentially tipping you off to some kind of misalignment or broken teeth. And if you feel any resistance, especially as the tips of that device begin to close, that's also a tip off that you need to look a little bit closer into the jaws to make sure that there's nothing that's misaligned or broken. And then if you want to hold the forcep directly up and down, oftentimes you can see if there's a particular jaw that's misaligned, because it'll be sticking out and look something like that if you've got a misaligned device. Okay. Clearly, anytime that you've got a delicate style forcep like this, you want to find a safe way to assemble it. That could be in a custom tray where this sits down into some rubber holders. It could be a custom bagging system that you insert this that protects the tip. It could be some custom tip protectors that you close the device and insert some plastic tip protectors. depending on what your facility policy is and the particular guidelines that you follow in terms of packaging. All right, so that's all we have today for the Castroviejo Suture Forcep. Thank you for tuning in for this episode of Hello, My Name Is. And until next time, keep fighting dirty.